Do you really need a real estate agent to sell your property? When selling your property, do you consider all of your options? With a little outside the box thinking, you actually have several options when disposing of your property that most people would never even think about, such as selling in a way that reduces capital gains and reduces your tax burdens, or deciding to rent your property to a tenant with a lease purchase option and give you 20% down. Or one of my favorites is hire a vacation rental company that does all the work so that you can sit back and relax, especially right here in Boca Raton, where country clubs and HOAs have all kinds of deed restrictions. This is just a few of the options that you have when selling your property. Unfortunately, many people are not aware of these. I'm Allan Ostler with Ask Realty Pro. When you're thinking about selling your property, you have lots of options. However, what option is right for you is another story, because you need to think about what's most important: price, speed, convenience, or long-term wealth creation. And if the property was your primary residence, it can be an emotional decision, but it's essential to not let your emotions take over, because after all, this is a massive business decision. And chances are, over the years, you've built a good amount of equity, and if you're open to seeing all of your options, you will be positioned to make the most out of it. Ultimately, there are 3 questions I ask everybody. Number 1, how much of the proceeds do you require for your next transition or move? Number 2, do you want to maximize your sales price on this property? And number 3, how fast do you need to sell the property? Because the answer to these questions will determine the right solution for you. And there is no one-size-fits-all answer when selling your property, because everyone is in a different circumstance with a unique type of property. Anyone can do it. You just need the right guidance. And that's what Ask Realty Pro does different. We ask the right questions to get you the right results. So set up a service where we can schedule an online or in-person 20 to 30-minute meeting where I'll analyze your current situation, or what we call real estate problem, and see what we can do to solve it. We'll review several different options based on your goals and your timeline. Okay, I know what you're thinking. What's the difference between you and every other real estate agent out there? There's over 60,000 agents in South Florida alone. Well, over the last 17 years, I've acquired multiple properties and personally have helped countless homeowners do the exact same thing. What makes our service different than everybody else out there is thinking outside the box and finding several creative solutions for you. For example, my friend Brendan thought he wanted to sell his property, but that was before he knew what a lease purchase option was. Then he sold his property to the tenant 3 years later, netting him twice what he was originally going to be getting. But where it all starts is exploring your property's equity and figuring out what all of your selling options are. Whether you're selling in a year from now or 2 years from now, whenever. The sooner you get started, the better your options are. So schedule a free consultation with me by simply following the instructions below and set up a time to speak, and we'll start exploring your options.